Yo, what's up, y'all? That's Philosophical from the Rap Review Room, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? We got a new one here, new album review. Man, we've been talking about lately, a lot's been going on versus this UK versus US rapper stuff. But let's get to the real, one of the best UK artists out right now. And he's been putting out work. He's been doing the work. He has a new album here with the Crimson Chin. Looks like, man, we're gonna be reviewing this, man. Let's check this out. Let's break this down. I'm gonna give my review on Dr. Lekta and the Crimson Chin, Wool Lane, a Runcorn Story, man. Let's get it. Cut to the intro. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Again, this is Philosophical Review Room, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? So, this is out of the way. I want to thank everybody that has liked and subscribed to the page and continue to comment. I definitely try to respond to all the comments. Also, if you would like a review, like I'm getting ready to do here in a few moments, whether it be a track, an album, or interview, I'm trying to get more interviews out, do more interviews. I got some special surprise. I can't wait to upload this, man, coming out very soon. Can't wait. I'll just say one of my favorite artists in a long time. You know, one of my favorite artists, man. Can't wait to release that. But if you were like, again, a review or interview, don't hesitate to reach out. I first say follow me on Instagram. This information is also down in the description box. Send me a message for who you are, and we can definitely get your music heard here on the channel, as this is a channel that promotes a lot of up and coming artists. All right. So, as I said, we got another project from uh, good friend, UK artist, rapper, Dr. Lecter. He's got one here with the Crimson Chin. Um, Man, I tell you what, man, Dr. Lecter's putting in work. I even made a post, and I meant it. You know, a lot of people may have thought I was joking. One of the best out right now in the UK. He's been doing it for a long time, Dr. Lecter, along with Profeets. I've heard of Crimson Chin on previous projects, man. This one's called Wool Lane, a Runcorn Story. And I want to first say Dr. Lecter is working, right? He's got a special feature on this. I was not expecting. I was not expecting on this. I'm going to talk about it in a few moments here when I go through the track listing. But I first want to say, man, Dr. Lecter's putting out work. I had saw a couple times. Shout out to him, man. His information is also going to be down in the description box. Definitely follow him. He's going to be opening for uh I think I hope I'm not getting this wrong. He's gonna be opening for Souls of Mischief. Man, that's really dope. That's really dope, man. I've reviewed Souls of Mischief here. I've reviewed multiple projects from Dr. Lecter, of course. But man, really dope, man. Really dope, man. I can't wait to kind of see some footage of that, how that's going. He's also on another podcast. He started a YouTube podcast himself. I'll have that information down in the description box. Definitely give him a follow, support him, man. Really dope artist. So, as I said, man, new project by Dr. Lecter and Crimson Chin, War Lane, a Runcorn Story. I want to first say I'm liking the continuity and kind of the concept that we're continuing to get stories from Dr. Lecter as far as these projects. We're getting an introduction out of each project, kind of, I'll even say different lands. He calls it lands. They call it lands over in the UK, different pockets of lands over in the UK, man. Just storytelling, that gritty sound. There's no change here, man. Really dope project here, man. Will I say this is his best? Um, I want to say that I think his last project was kind of his best produced project. But each project, I'm starting to hear a lot more of that flow, still continue story. I feel like this is probably his outside of the last project he did with Soul. This is I mean it's pretty hard to rank some of these projects he's putting out. I mean, it seems like we're getting a project every month, and I'm here to review it, and I'm loving it. So I will say I feel like this is his most versatile project, where we're getting different sounds. We're getting sounds of like Griselda. We're getting sounds of like that gritty sound. And of course, man, he's working with some different producers. I'm not familiar with these producers, but I'm definitely going to shout them out as far as on these tracks. I don't know. Let me know also, Dr. Lecter, if this is first time working with these producers. I'm so used to working with certain producers. It's good to see that you're kind of going outside the lane. If these are the first time you're working with them, but I'm gonna shout them out also on each track. We got 10 tracks here. We got an interlude here, and he has got a feature from Gucci Man on here, which is very surprising. So it's good to see that Dr. Lecter is getting his name out there as far as getting different features, and I can't wait to hear going in the future of what other features you've got uh, on the way. On the way, man. Now, if you get somebody like Method Man on a project, man, I'm gonna be a little jealous, man, because I definitely want to hear and see that, man. I would love to have a Method Man feature. But anyway, let's dive into this, man. Dr. Lecter and the Crimson Chin, War Lane, a Runcorn Story. I first track by myself. I'm loving the hook. I'm loving the beat. This track was produced by Mordred Beats. I believe I have heard of this producer. Um, love the hook. Banger, banger. Undertones. I want to say this right now, and I continue to say this, that I feel like Undertones, the best beat on the album. Best beat on the album. Um, Crimson Chin killed this. I love flow. I love the execution. I just want to give some, and again, this was done by Cross UK, right? Produced by Cross UK, and I kind of want to give some notable lyric shout out on this, right? Especially from Dr. Lecter. Crimson Chin killed this, but Dr. Lecter says on this, he sets the tone, Ghostface look in the Terror Dome. And I want to say that describes Dr. Lecter right there. I think Dr. Lecter is a cross between that UK gritty sound of a little bit of Ghostface, right? A little bit of Ghostface as far as that gritty sound storytelling. And you can even say kind of like has the image, he tries to have the image a little bit of MF Doom. Just that gritty, again, that gritty sound, gritty production, man. So I think it's a little bit of a cross to that. No disrespect to Ghostface or MF Doom, but I do think, and I know for a fact that these are some of his influences, right? Also, another line here: plot thickens like an episode of Yellowstone. Again, again, if you're a big Yellowstone fan, right, you know that there are crosses of different storylines and pockets of different lands. So I like that there, right? He also says here, "Who's next? Next in the list to become a sadistic." And I feel like he's kind of been saying this for a long time. And I feel like I'm liking the confidence in him continuing to say this, continuing to kind of spew the confidence. And I'm liking throughout these projects, we're getting more. And I said this on the last project, we're getting more and more confidence from Dr. Lecter, right? And then he says, "Play with me, unlike like you're playing a Rubik's cube. You can't figure him out. You don't know what he's going to do next, right? And then step to the hotel, you won't get the room." Right. Even if you get to a point where you picture it from a hotel standpoint, whatever floor you're on, you're not going to get the room. Right. And I just like the confidence here that Dr. Lecter's saying on this. Great chemistry between him and Crimson Chin on this. This is the best track on the album. And I love Crimson Chin's flow. He says on here, right? You go down the same path and it ain't even wasn't you. And how many times have I said that on this channel? Right? Right? Ruly dudes, the undertones. I love the hook on this, right? I love his execution on this. Love it. Love the flow on this. It's a great balance. It kind of reminds me of a little bit between um, Dr. Lecter and Soul on this. Again, right? Then we got a solo track from Krimzun, right? Uh, Dreadlum. Love this. Gritty. Gritty. And this was produced by Jimbo the Boy, right? He's just some notable lyrics on this, right? Relying on hopeless faith, just trying to get it straight. And I feel like that line personifies a lot of what we're getting on this track. I love introduction to let me know who the artists are, where you're from, what you're going through, and kind of speaking for the people. That's exactly what we get on this, right? People pay a fortune if you see the devil break. Oh, What a line. What a bar there, right? And then you got ludicrous excuses for the losers, but your head's discombobulated. You're confused. I, again, this gritty UK sound, it's growing and I'm loving it. I'm loving like what's come out, right? We got Skepta and Joanna Lucas, but I feel like again, this is shining a light on a lot of UK rappers right now. And Dr. Lecter has been doing it for a long time and he definitely deserves his flowers. Then we had an interlude, right? And then we had Land That Forgot, the Land That Forgot, That Time Forgot, right? Which was produced by York. Solo track by Dr. Lecter. Really, really dope track. I love the hook on this. Love it, love it, love it. Wool Lane. We got a track here featuring Gucci Man, produced by Scare Beats. I tell you right now, um, I'm gonna tell Dr. Lecter on this. This needs to be a video, right? Am I the biggest fan of Gucci Man? I respect Gucci Man for what he has done in this industry, for having his style, the down south, that mixtape era. But I'm gonna say this needs to be a video, right? You need to do a video on this, any means necessary. So I thought like again, Crimson Chin really did his thing on this. And again, just the flow of Dr. Lecter on this is a banger, and I feel like there definitely should be a video on this, right? Um, Stand Up, which was produced by Soundfella, right? Is a banger. This is a Coast Contra type of track. I love the hook. And just a nod to all the lands of Dr. Lecter and Crimson, just killing it, man. Killing this. Killing this. This is a dope track. Really, really dope track. All About the Chin 2025. I feel I've heard this track before. I think this is kind of a remix, a track. I've heard this track before. Really dope track. Helton Leah, I'm sorry. Also, said Stand Up was produced by Soundfella. All About the Chin 2025 was, of course, produced by Dr. Lecter. Halton Lee, produced by Major Mordred Beats. I feel like I've heard this guy before. And there's a line in here I really like. You step into the wasteland, overcast, people trying to get over. What a bar. What a bar. What a line. Dope track. I think this is my second favorite track also on here. And then Crimson Man with another bar. Situations tell the story, but at the end of the day, they can't afford it. What a bar, man. There's some bars, there's some gems on this album, right? And then at the end, they're talking about that atomic high, right? Everybody's on atomic high right now, right? Really dope. Stand Up is, I mean, Halton Lee is a really dope, another dope track. I think this is probably between second and third favorite track on this album. Undertones is definitely a banger, my favorite on this also. And then you got Spike Island. I felt like that was a little bit of a pace and change to the album. Put it at the end. Really, really dope track. So we got 10 tracks, man. Again. Definitely support Dr. Lecter. His information is going to be down in the description box. I'm going to have a link to this album also down in the description box. I'm gonna give this album again, man. Dr. Lecter's been putting out bangers again. Crimson Chin here with um, Dr. Lecter and the Crimson Chin here again with War Lane, Runcorn Story, another story, conceptual album here. Really dope. Really, really dope. I'm gonna give this album again 7.5 to 8, man. If we're getting albums every month from Dr. Lecter, I'm here for it. I'm gonna be here to review it. Another UK banger, good album, conceptual album, and I'm enjoying the storyteller that Dr. Lecter has done on this year alone. This year alone, man. From the interview, album with Soul, um, album with Profies, really, really dope album. I think that's my favorite project so far. I do think this album has a lot more variety on it. But really, really dope, man. Really, really dope project, man. Definitely. If you guys enjoyed that, let me know if you will also like a review, whether it may be a track, an album, or interview. Like I said, I got a special interview coming soon. Can't wait for that. As this is a channel that promotes up and coming artists. Love reviewing artists, giving my feedback. Let me know if you guys would like that. Definitely follow me on Instagram. Send me a message. Let me know who you are. We can definitely get your music reviewed here, y'all. I'm philosophical from the rap review room, y'all. I'm out, y'all. Peace.